Hello campers, my name is Paul Hughes, I am the Lord of Leisure, and this is kind of a very odd video, in fact. And it's one I've not actually done ever, come to think of it, on YouTube. It's just a little vlog thingy, in essence. Basically going to be telling you what's going on and why there's going to be some lies, treachery and deceit coming up over February and so on. I decided to do a bit of a video log for, obviously, yourselves, because it's to let you know that from around February the 12th till probably the 7th of March, if not a little bit earlier, later, I don't know, you're going to notice that basically on the YouTube channel and the Twitch, it's going to be basically rather empty as far as anything coming from myself. The sad fact is that during that time, I'm going to be having fun with the parents coming down to stay, and unfortunately at the same time also destroying my bathroom in the process, which admittedly sounds weird, but hopefully after destroying the bathroom there'll be something rather better than having crappy paintings of trees on the bloody walls, which have basically annoyed me. Oh, and it'd be nice to actually have the water drain away correctly. Yeah, never underestimate the power of negligence as far as anyone goes. So, suffice it to say, along with various DIY things, and also British Gas will be cutting off the electric and gas for a bit, and then doing stuff to boiler. Yeah, basically real life has to take precedence, and to be honest, it's not a very nice excuse. I mean, frankly, I do have genuinely better things to do. I hate DIY. I honestly would rather just watch rain dry, or put my foot in the microwave or something. It's not fun, but sometimes you just have to do these things. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I know I just do this stuff for shits and giggles. I'm not like other YouTubers where they're, oh my god, I need all money and everything else. I just do this for, for something different. Rather than trying to solve people's problems all the time is what I do in my day job, as it were. But because obviously some of you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and again, thank you all very much. It's kind of surprised me, actually, that I had even this many. And at the time, on the YouTube channel, I have 9 subscribers, which sounds terrible, but I never expected to have more than 1. So even then, I'm forever eternally grateful that 9 of you on YouTube fancied taking a time out for watching this shit. Because I know sometimes it is shit, but, I have a bit of a laugh doing it, and I hope you all do too. Especially when I do shit like Jeff the Witch Doctor in Diablo 3 and various other lies, treachery and deceit. It is very, very odd. That's all being said, it's probably best to tell you what is at least coming up, and then you got a bit of an idea of what hopefully I've got in the background. So let's take a look. Now, there are a couple of games I wish to do a sort of review type thing on. First of all, Rise of the Tomb Raider, which came out last week at the time of recording this particular video. It's been available finally to everyone on the PC platform, and PS4 owners are still having to wait for some bloody unknown reason. I dare say it's got something to do with Microsoft's exclusivity deal, which is rather odd in itself. I mean, what? From November to January, it was basically 3 months, and then it came out on PC. How much longer do the PS4 people have to wait? No idea. Yeah, it's just one of those troublesome things that happens with various console marketing bollocks. I mean, no one really cares about it. It's all shit. But anyway, so far, Rise of the Tomb Raider, I've sunk about 11 hours into it, and that was in one day. I mean, in a way, that kind of gives you an idea of how much I went full force with it. And so far, I have to say, so good. But at the very least, there are indeed performance issues to talk about, even with the latest drivers from NVIDIA coming out to be game ready. It's still, there's various slowdowns and cutscenes and what have you. And at the very least, it would be it would behoove me, sir, it would behoove me not to talk about that stuff. So hopefully when the video is done, you'll be able to see that stuff for yourself. Next up will be XCOM 2. Oh, baby, if Hearthstone wasn't digital crack cocaine enough, I suspect this will start to eat in my time, where I'll start to also neglect the outside world. Or at least it would do, had I not been thinking about redoing the bloody bathroom and, you know, spending time with the family. Now, it's, at the time of recording this little vlog thing, it's still yet to be released to the general public. So, suffice it to say, with all the reviews that have been coming out from people, or the preview build videos and so forth, people are already chomping at the bit to play, and I count myself among those number. Turn-based live structuring to see has never looked more appealing, I should say, and frankly, I cannot be waiting anymore. Just give me the bloody thing. Next up, we'll have also, at some point in February, a Valentine's Day special. Hoping those to find love in a game as opposed to, what, swiping left or right in Tinder. Or, well, probably that. It's either that or they end up crying too much when no one else, like, you know, chats them up or something. You see, that's the shittiness of love. And we'll show that in video game form. Yeah, that's a way of putting it. Finally, yeah, I couldn't do anything on this channel without basically going back to the aforementioned digital crack cocaine, that is Hearthstone. You know, I stopped doing the Hearthstone happy hour just for a little bit to try and do some recording and various things of videos. Blizzard start doing some actually fun tavern brawls, and the best of those will get recorded and dumped on the channel for your dining and dancing pleasure with various decks that I come up with during that time. So that about wraps it up. It's a very brief vlog, and actually, just one thing as well to everyone watching, let me know if you actually like these kind of things or not, because frankly, I don't get a huge amount of feedback on things, frankly, on this. I mean, I don't expect to, because half the time some of this is lame. I do agree. But it'd be just nice to see what people like, don't like, and maybe I can actually try and do something whenever I do get a spare moment in the future. Oh, and also on Facebook and Twitter, I did ask if anyone wanted to be a squad member in my XCOM game, or indeed suggestions for names. So by all means, leave comments in the below if you have any suggestions for people. So far I've had Boris, Hugo, and someone on Twitter that follows me. Actually, they just want themselves in the game, so screw it. I'll just do that. So when it comes to the XCOM 2 video, you might be showing up. It's exciting. But anyway, once again, thank you all very much for indulging me on all this bullshit. I know some of it's a bit meh, and I'll keep on saying that until it gets at least better. But for now, thank you all very much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all again very soon. In fact, I will see you all on Saturday for yet more Hanging with Mr. Diablo and Jeff the Witch Doctor, which will be jolly lovely and things, because we'll sit down and eat a packet of crisps and, you know, have a bit of a laugh. It'll all be grand. So, from me, in sunny old Shepherd's Bush, which you can't tell because I'm recording this at night, and also it's a room which rarely sees the light of day anyway. Ta-da for now, Chucks! I don't know where that came from.